Now to Venezuela, where people are voting in a controversial referendum that the government hopes will strengthen its claim over a territory in neighboring Guyana.
Welcome back to Live Economic News. Today, we're diving into a pressing geopolitical issue that has captured global attention: Venezuela's recent ambitions regarding Guyana and the Essequibo region. Rumors of a potential invasion are circulating, raising concerns about the specter of war looming over South America. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated on the latest economic news impacting our world. On December 3rd of last year, Nicolás Maduro, the leader of Venezuela, posed a crucial question to his fellow citizens regarding the potential establishment of a new state in the Essequibo region. The proposal involved ensuring Venezuelan citizenship for the population of this region and its integration into Venezuelan territory. The decision was put to a vote, and with a total of 10.5 million votes counted, the response of the Venezuelan people was revealed on the following day, which was December 4th. Surprisingly, the majority of Venezuelans, on the day that preceded December 4th, voted in favor of the creation of a new state in the Essequibo region. The closing remarks touch on the complexities of political ideologies, mentioning the contrast between a leader's luxurious lifestyle and the struggles of the populace. It points out the paradox of a leader labeled as a typical communist who appears to embody capitalist tendencies, symbolized by the reference to a big Rolex. Guyana is a place with a huge rainforest, much bigger than Greece, and around 125,000 people live there. It's divided into two parts, separated by the Essequibo River. What makes Essequibo interesting, besides its plants, animals, and some creepy bugs, is oil. Even though Venezuela already has a lot of oil, they seem interested in Essequibo. Back in 2015, an American oil company called ExxonMobil found big oil deposits off the coast of Ceibo in Essequibo. Since then, they've been getting more and more oil from there. Guyana, the country that owns Essequibo, is now selling oil to other countries. In 2022, their money, GDP, grew a lot by 58%. And they're planning to produce as much oil as big countries like Brazil and Mexico by 2027. But the story doesn't end there. There's more to come, and we're left wondering what might happen next in Essequibo. The Essequibo region, nestled within the heart of South America, emerges as a geographical marvel replete with an extensive array of natural resources that have significant implications for Venezuela's economic landscape. The region's mineral wealth encompasses a diverse range, including copper, diamonds, iron, bauxite, aluminum, manganese, uranium, and, most notably, gold. This trove of minerals not only contributes substantially to the national GDP, but also plays a pivotal role in Venezuela's export sector, with gold standing out as a key player, contributing 15% to the overall GDP and a staggering 50% to the nation's total exports. The geological richness of Essequibo extends beyond the allure of precious metals. The region's abundant water resources and magnificent waterfalls add an additional layer of significance. Beyond their intrinsic beauty, these water features hold vast potential for hydroelectric power generation. This dual aspect of mineral wealth and energy potential positions Essequibo as a critical linchpin in Venezuela's economic development strategy.
Todos los sectores estratégicos productivos del país. Al país se le sacó del sistema financiero internacional, se le quitaron más de 30.000 millones de dólares.
President Nicolás Maduro's interest in annexing the Essequibo region is not a mere political maneuver. Rather, it is deeply rooted in the economic dividends the region promises. To facilitate this, Maduro has proposed a plebiscite, a democratic exercise seeking the consent of the Venezuelan people. The plebiscite serves as a strategic move to legitimize the annexation, emphasizing the potential benefits and garnering popular support. However, the situation takes on added complexity when viewed through a geopolitical lens. Maduro's accusatory stance towards Guyana, claiming collusion with the United States and ExxonMobil, introduces a layer of international intrigue. The president paints this alleged collaboration as a form of legalized colonialism, suggesting a sophisticated strategy aimed at exploiting Venezuela's land and resources. This geopolitical chess game introduces intricate dynamics involving powerful external actors and raises questions about the autonomy of smaller nations in the face of such alliances. The economic significance of the Essequibo region is accentuated by its transformative impact on Guyana, the current possessor of the contested territory.
ExxonMobil says it has made a significant oil discovery off the coast of Guyana.
The discovery of oil deposits off the coast of Cibo by ExxonMobil in 2015 has propelled Guyana into the spotlight as a burgeoning oil exporter. The Starbo oil extraction site's increasing potential has fueled Guyana's transformation into a net exporter of oil, resulting in a remarkable 58% growth in its GDP in 2022. Projections for 2027 suggest that Guyana's oil production will rival that of established giants such as Brazil and Mexico. In 1835, the trajectory of the rum and molasses industries in Guyana underwent a transformative shift, driven by a commission initiated by the London Column. The task was entrusted to Robert Herman Schonberg, a notable explorer who was commissioned to meticulously map the borders of Guyana. At that juncture, the theoretical boundaries of British Guyana extended precisely to the west, aligning with the Essequibo River. However, the course of history took an unfortunate turn in 1840 when Schonberg, the friendly explorer, opted to draw a map that expanded the territory to encompass approximately 880,000 square kilometers. This extension, to the detriment of Venezuela, would have significant repercussions. When the English government revealed this revised map, Caracas perceived it as a direct challenge to its sovereignty, laying the groundwork for a geopolitical conflict. The tensions escalated further as, starting from 1850, the United Kingdom initiated the migration of settlers to what is now Guyana. The purpose was not only colonization, but also resource extraction, particularly gold mining in Ceiba, commencing in 1887. Faced with this encroachment, Venezuela sought assistance from the United States in 1887. Adhering to the principles of the Monroe Doctrine, which aimed to prevent European interference in the Western Hemisphere, the United States compelled the British Crown to engage in negotiations for an agreement on the effective control of the contentious territory. This led to the establishment of an international tribunal in 1899, charged with adjudicating the territorial dispute. The outcome was a decision that attributed a substantial 95% of the Essequibo region to the United Kingdom. Despite the tribunal's ruling, Venezuela, understandably dissatisfied with the verdict, expressed its discontent. Now, shifting focus to Maduro and his assertions about a conspiracy against Venezuela, one may question the credibility of his theories. While they might lack substantial foundation, it doesn't necessarily mean there isn't an underlying truth. Historically at odds with the Western Bloc, Guyana underwent a significant transformation due to severe economic crisis and the curbing of civil and political liberties in the 1980s. This compelled Guyana to align itself more closely with the United States, leading to economic liberalization and privatization. Presently, the country is under the leadership of Mohammed Irfan Ali, who assumed the presidential seat in 2020, making him the first Muslim to lead a South American state. Under the United Nations Charter, both Guyana and Venezuela are obligated to uphold certain principles. The People's Progressive Party, of which Ali is a proponent, draws inspiration from socialist and Marxist ideologies. This political stance wasn't particularly well received in the West. However, despite ideological differences, it appears that there are currently no significant issues or obstacles impeding diplomatic relations between Guyana and the Western nations. The geopolitical landscape remains complex, with historical shifts, economic considerations, and ideological nuances influencing the dynamics of the region. Interestingly, while all this is happening, half of Guyana's 800,000 people live in poverty. By 2030, 90% of the population might be at risk of flooding.
And recently, Venezuela opened defiance of the International Court of Justice.
Mohammed Irfan Ali, the leader of Guyana, has promised that everyone in Guyana will benefit from the oil, but there's skepticism about that. However, we shouldn't be too trusting, based on past experiences. In the end, we need to think about whether this territorial disagreement would be such a big deal if there weren't valuable resources in Essequibo. The situation is complicated, and we should be cautious about it. Thank you for joining us on Live Economic News as we delved into the complex dynamics surrounding Venezuela's intentions towards Guyana. As this situation continues to evolve, we'll be keeping a close eye on the economic repercussions and geopolitical developments. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe for more in-depth analyses on pressing economic matters. Until next time, stay informed and stay tuned to live economic news.